Okay, so time to feed the fish. I put my vitamins in there. I didn't use the garlic, uh, the liquid garlic, but the vitamins I think are more important. But the garlic just gets them to eat, and these guys have no problem eating. So I'm gonna try and hold this phone and get this going. Actually, let me set you down real quick and get this in there. All right, let me get back. Let me get back. You can see the coral beauty there. That's an angelfish. The you call it like a purple and rusty orange, and then it has yellow too. Some of them have more yellow, more orange, more purple. They're all a little bit different, and some prettier than others. Since I put these lights on top and I removed the old bulbs that were losing spectrum for quite some time and corals were dying. These are the LEDs, and these are my 24-inch uh, high output bulbs. And look at the mushroom there. Look at the size of that thing. That's like the size of a fist. My clownfish actually, when my son got here earlier, my clownfish were semi-hosting it. Well, they'll host an anemone. If you ever watch Nemo, you see that clownfish. You know, him and his dad were going in and out of the anemone, which more so looked like that. That's a torch coral. That's cousins to all this stuff. That's a frog spawn there, hammer there, octopus there. It's all Euphyllia. That's the Euphyllia family, and that's the torch, which is in the Euphyllia family. The mushrooms are in the anemone family, but they look nothing like the anemones. I think they're an older species, a more primitive species. You see how they're just multiplying there, but ultimately in the end here, you can see the skeletal structure on that brain down there. It was dying. You see the ribby stuff down the bottom. That's the calcium skeleton of the coral, and the flesh was just eroding. Hopefully, it'll come back to life. Because I mean, for one, it wasn't a cheap coral. For two, I'm not in this to kill stuff. You know, I mean, it was a beautiful coral. Same thing with my. You see that there? I don't know if the light is burning it, but that is a chalice coral. So that might be acclimating to the LEDs over it, but I might put it down lower. It was attached to the rock it's sitting in, but now since the flesh is pulled back, I might be able to move it. But either way, decisions, you know. The firefish is beautiful. I love those things. It's in the goby family. I had two. The other one just wasn't aggressive enough to make it in the tank, and they got it. I don't know. When it died, it just disappeared. I have, crabs and snails and shrimp and stuff in this tank as a cleanup crew, and they'll gobble it up. So, you see, some of when these mushrooms, they don't like the high flow, and I've got 3 power heads in here. I turned that one off. I'm going to get it repositioned. I don't like where it is. And so they'll let go and go to a lower flow spot. You know, some corals like high flow, some corals like low flow. Typically the softies like these like slow flow. You know, like the Euphyllia, that's an LPS, that likes a medium flow, and then there's SPS, which I had 2 SPS corals and they died. They're the hardest corals to keep, and they like a high flow, immaculate clean water. The softies can have dirtier water, Euphyllia can have a dirtier water. You know, some of them are more finicky. Even the flesh on my brain coral hair started receding with them lights, but everything seems happier now. Which is progress. You look there, you can see sponge growing up out of my polyps right there. See the white kind of leaning over top of my blue mushrooms there? It's coming up out of these, the polyps, the zoanthids. But I'm going to click onto the blue spectrum here. That's just the blue. It don't have the white 10K or 14. I think this bulb is 14 or 12. I don't think it's 10K. Things are pretty. So, anyways, My sump is still not back in order, right? The water levels don't stay proper because I don't have the baffles put into it. And what happens is the skimmer don't act proper, and it don't skim the proteins out of the water, the nutrients and what have you. Well, prevent them. It pulls the proteins out before everything goes into the nitrogen cycle. I've got to get another sump. I've only got a 20 gallon down there, and I want to get a bigger tank. You know, my 29 cracked. I wanted a 30 long. A 33 long would even be nicer because they're longer and I could fit more stuff in there and get a refugium down in there. Right now I have an algae scrubber down there. I'd like to have both, considering these two tangs that I have in here, this yellow tang and then Dory, the blue hippo tang. You guys know it's Dory, and that's why I say that. They're pigs. The blue hippo tang can't stay in this tank for the whole duration of its life because it will get huge. But I plan on getting a 210 gallon. I've just got to get this thing in check, and then once I move out of here and I can figure out where I'm going to put the other tank, because I can't even fit a 6 foot long tank down here anyways. I barely fit this 4 foot tank down here. You see, even Dunkin's, if you look right there in the center of the screen, the Dunkin's, that's how bad the lights were, and also with the combination of the nutrients of the water, the Dunkin's were dying. And man, if you kill Dunkin's, it's like killing goldfish. That's how bad it was. I just couldn't afford the lights, couldn't afford to buy salt. I had the RODI water, you know, all the filtered water, sitting in the back waiting. I just didn't have the salt. So this is kind of like my rescue mission here now. I'm rectifying what I did. My orange Yuma that was on that plug there is dead. Somehow these purple Yuma mushrooms, that was just a little tiny baby. That thing was a quarter of the size it was, and there's a bunch of little babies back there if you look. And ultimately I'm gonna have a shit ton of these purple Yuma mushrooms. Should group up like these mushrooms. These are different types of mushrooms, but you see how they're kind of flocking up there, kind of like how the polyps, the zoanthid polyps there. That's kind of like what they do, or the pallies back there, you know. It's kind of how they work. They just keep like splitting or making babies, and then I've seen mushrooms split. So I guess maybe some of them do different because I see sometimes babies, or sometimes I see them split. So I haven't really read a whole lot on it. I just kind of watch what's going on. Or I probably have read it and just forgot. My memory is so freaking bad. But anyways, this video is getting really, really long. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you guys posted on what's going on. I think my next move will be getting the sump in order so this protein skimmer, which is the primary filter of this, can actually do its job. That's the tank. You watched them get fed. And again, thanks for watching. Bye.